Welcome. I'm Lisa Curtis. I'm a licensed clinical social worker. And this one hit wonder is actually meant for other clinicians. Clinicians who, like me, over 20 years ago, or maybe you, want to work in your own private practice or start your own group practice. And you're a little overwhelmed, and it feels like there are a lot of pieces to do. Because guess what? There are a lot of pieces to do. When most of us went to grad school, most of us who are in the mental health field were not ever given any business training. We weren't taught about how to set up a business or the pieces involved. We certainly weren't ever taught anything about marketing or networking, none of that. And I get it. It's super overwhelming. It's overwhelming to figure out, do I need an LLC? Do I need a PC? What kind of a bank account do I need? How do I set up that bank account? What paperwork do I need? What do I need in terms of insurance and liability coverage? How do I get credentialed with insurance companies? Do I even want to get impaneled with insurance companies? What do I need to do? How do I get all this started? What are those codes I need to use to do billing? I, it is overwhelming for sure. And in the last couple of years, there have been a tremendous number of venture capital funds that have started up what are basically platforms or services that are one-stop shops for clinicians to get a lot of needs met in one place. So there'll be some place where you can submit your billing, you can get credentialed with insurance companies, you can be considered a contract employee and they will pay you. We're going to get back to that part in a minute, so circle it for yourself. They will handle the disputes with insurance companies, which I mentioned in my first one take wonder of the day, which eats up a tremendous amount of our time. They will manage something that insurance companies, or I think insurance companies call them clawbacks. That's certainly what we refer to them as. But it's when an insurance company comes after a clinician after as long as 2 or 3 years after you've stopped seeing a client, and they say, hey, listen, we overpaid you. We need that money back. And they will either withhold future payments or they will demand that you pay them on the spot, basically. So these one-shop places will do it all for you. It looks like a really good deal. Hey, let me just give you my name and my social security number and my practice address, and I'll let you handle all the details from there. I'll even let you set me up with a secure video platform so that when I see my clients, everything is taken care of in one place. How great is that? How sweet. Okay. It sounds great, and I get it. I really do. It is basically the equivalent of offering sugar to a baby who's crying. It's definitely going to make them quiet for a couple minutes. There's a problem here. The problem is, in case you aren't aware of it, these places, and I don't care what famous clinician has their name on it, these one-stop shops are funded by venture capitalists. What in the world is that, and how does that matter to you? Venture capitalists are people who pour in millions of dollars, billions of dollars. The mental health field is worth billions of dollars to insurance companies and these types of shops. They spend a tremendous amount of money making these all work. What that means for you as a clinician is that the money that backs it up, the money that essentially says, don't worry about reimbursement, we're going to cover you. You put in your billing and we will pay you every week or every 2 weeks or every month. You don't have to wait for the insurance company to get back to you. We'll pay you immediately. What's really happening is that they will pay you out of their reserve funds. They will wait for the money to come in from the insurance company, and they will then keep that money and earn interest on that money as a large pot before you will get paid, but you are not getting paid at a rate that is exactly what the insurance company would have reimbursed you at, as paltry as that is. You're not able to accumulate capital so that you yourself are not gaining interest on that money. They are. And by the way, when you're gaining even half a percentage point on $3 or $4 billion, that's a heck of a lot of money every single day that they are earning just in interest on their principal. Then here's the kicker. When those venture capitalists sell out, and that has started to happen, those companies then fold because the cash flow is just not there anymore. So I know it's tempting. I get it. I'm overwhelmed myself. I know how much work it takes. But if you are a clinician who is looking to get into private practice, I am going to urge you to strongly, just like we urge our clients to strongly investigate what they're getting into. Please be not only mindful of what you're getting into, but begin to look at the long-term consequences of your decisions. Participating in those kinds of systems may not match up with your own ethics nor your own values. So I don't want to presume what those are. They don't work for me. They can work for you. That's totally okay. But remember that saying about how an informed consumer is the best consumer? I just want you to be aware of what's out there. So as a clinician, we're taught to be really, really good to advocate for and with our clients and to teach our clients to advocate for themselves. Now I'm going to ask you to advocate for yourself. Take a look, slow it down, slow your roll, reach out to supports and people who can help you figure out how to do this in a way that's not so overwhelming. I told you before that I was overwhelmed. I am. But let's be honest, I also have a lot of projects going. I'm doing a lot of things at once because that's what interests me. But I have systems in place that work for me, work very well for me, and that reduce the amount of stress that the business of the practice takes. Those systems enable me to be present and to provide the best quality care that I can for my clients. So I hope that little bit was helpful to you. I'm going to attempt, I'm not very good at this yet, but I'm going to try to put in some articles for you to read in the comment section or in the body of this write-up, so on the YouTube video, so you can see what I'm talking about. They'll do some name dropping, I won't, and you too can learn more. All right, my name is Lisa Curtis. As I said, I'm a licensed clinical social worker and credentialed alcohol and substance abuse counselor. I hope this was helpful to you. Please shout if you have any questions. I wish you the very best for your day. Bye.